Uggs Kisses was started in 2011, and between 2011 and 2012 I was operating that business alone without any accounting software. In around 2012 I met Nick from Accomplice, and Nick came into my shop and he came in to discuss a solution for my accounting needs. And when I told him that I had absolutely no accounting software in place, I remember the blank expression on his face. And I was a little bit nervous when he first explained to me this three-pronged solution that he said was amazing. One being Xero as the accounting software, which provided the backbone to the business. Vend, which was the point of sale and integrated with Xero, and Shopify being our website, and Shopify and Vend can communicate with one another and allow me to have a single inventory. It did sound a little bit too good to be true, but more to the point, it sounded too complicated for me to run by myself, and there was some concerns, a little bit of reticence going into it, but I did commit to it. Nick did manage to get me across the line, and I said, all right, let's do it. Partway through our implementation, we experienced a few hiccups, but at that point I started to realise the value in exactly what we were doing. The whole system itself managed invoicing with suppliers, managed all of my orders. I had at least 15 hours spare per week in reduced admin time that I could then spend on my business, on growing my business and doing what I like. Because when we get into a retail business, it's because we're passionate about retail and paperwork. My paperwork had reduced substantially. I had all of my invoices stored on Xero rather than in my filing cabinet. Following up on credit notes, simple things that fall by the wayside in retail businesses. It simplified the whole process. The value that I gained was immense, far greater than my initial investment. And another example is, managing an online store while you have a hard retail store. One of the biggest troubles is updating your inventory. So when you sell something online, ensuring that you've taken it off the inventory in the store. Using Xero and Shopify and Vend, that happens automatically. The inventory is updated, and I can then go back into my system and get a snapshot of where my stock levels are at, and it's accurate. I was in Bali. I took a trip to Bali because I could, now having implemented these systems. While I was there, I was receiving texts straight to my phone that told me that I had a sale online, and I was in Bali, and I didn't realise that I would have that level of accessibility when I first embarked on this. That sort of stuff was just absolutely invaluable. Yeah. One of the things that when you start a business, most people overlook this, it's your exit. And, entrepreneurs will tell you, this is one of the most business critical things, map out your exit. But when you open a small retail store, that's not exactly what you've got in mind. Implementing Xero, Vend, and Shopify was absolutely instrumental to my successful exit from Uggs Kisses. Had I not done that, I would have narrowed down my pool of prospective candidates to buy my store substantially. Because when anyone buys a business, it's not just how much money that business makes, it's how easy it is to make that money. Now, having this solution in place, I could easily invite someone into my business that was looking at buying it and say, this is how we do it. This is how we run our whole operation. And it's all done behind a computer. It's all automated. Everything is filed for you meticulously. Placing an order is as easy as pushing a button. And you can have the system generate orders for you when you're low in stock. Giving them this sales pitch for my business was the thing that sold it. I feel as though if it wasn't for that solution, my business would never have experienced the growth that it did. And I'm very grateful for that.